Lomas. I've chosen to do the Great North Run this year because I was inspired by my daughter, Claire Lomas, last year. It took her 5 days to complete it in a robotic suit, and it really, really inspired me.
As I hit the ground, I knew what I'd done. I knew I was paralysed. What I'd done was dislocated my spine at T4 level, and that's where the spinal cord damage was. I'd also fractured my neck, fractured ribs, punctured a lung. So in kind of movement, sensation, I've got nothing from the chest down. I didn't know what the future would have in store. I didn't know that you could be happy and be paralysed. It was a very scary time. You know, I thought when I had my accident, I probably wouldn't be able to meet anyone who would want someone in a wheelchair. I felt really low. But then I met Dan, so life started to pick up. And then a few years later, Maisie arrived. I mean, the world wasn't like out on this challenge. I could do all this, but it wouldn't be the same if I hadn't got like the people around me that I've got around me. It was tough after my accident, but when I looked around and saw people with neck injuries, that made me want to start fundraising, because my injury is nothing compared to a neck injury. I've got use in my arms. I've been walking about 3 miles a day. It's probably the toughest thing I've done. Sometimes because it's been really hard, and sometimes just people's reactions and children turning up from schools with little banners and saying you can do it, just at the point where I think I can't. And I'm like, I've got to be able to do it, I've got to be able to do it. These children are telling me I can.
Every step, a very deliberate and difficult effort, but she has completed the Great North Run.
It's been extra tough because I didn't train as much as I wanted to, but I'm actually 16 weeks pregnant as well, so it's made it even tougher. I wasn't very well this summer. Just going to be pleased to sit down. It's been hard, really hard, but the support has been incredible.
Well, 12 months ago, Claire completed the most incredible, arduous, difficult task, and then announced at the end of it she was pregnant, and hurrah! We have the product of that conversation now. 6 months old, that must...
Yeah, she's just over 7 months, actually, Gabby.
Okay.
And yeah, she's better out than she was in, for sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And she's an absolute beauty, and has she been a good baby?
Yeah, she's been really good, and yeah, I feel really fortunate to have her. Maisie loves being a big sister.
I'm sure she does, and she's really loving our BBC mic shield here as well, Chloe. And today you were out there again. You were just doing the mile today.
Yeah, today it was brilliant. I did the last mile as part of the Great Run Day, a campaign by Simply Health to get people active, and it's brilliant to be part of it, and yeah, get out there and do my bit, and if I can do it as slow as I can, then yeah, hopefully encourage others.
You say that, I couldn't help, I saw the footage of you out there earlier on today, and you are moving so much quicker on those bionic legs. And the very first time I met you, and you were completing the London Marathon, which took a long time, and your movement then, obviously, when you were getting used to those legs, was a lot slower. It took you a lot longer. Have they improved? Have you improved? How are you working together?
I think I've improved over the time, to be honest. It's my core strength. My injury's quite high. I'm paralysed from the chest down, so I struggle with my balance and my core, and I think I have got a little bit stronger. But I've got a big challenge coming up, which will really test me.
And what are the other challenges you've got? There's always something that Claire Lomas has got lined up.
Well,
what's going on
this year? I got my motorbike race licence, so I can get out on the track, which I'm really looking forward to. It's been a busy year, but I use my suit mainly for speaking events, but now I'm training in it longer distance for the Great South Run, which is in October, end of October. It's 10 miles, and I'm hoping to do it all in one walk, so throughout the night it's going to be a tough one. But
well, as we just mentioned you there walking earlier on, and that is you earlier on today, in case anybody's forgotten what it looks like, and the suit and how you move, and it's just an incredible thing, and the whirring sound as the legs go forwards and propel you, and just the endurance and the energy it takes for you to do that is incredible.
Yeah, no, exactly. Every step's an effort because I can't feel the ground beneath me, so it's focus of where my legs are and when to tilt my pelvis at the right time for each step. It doesn't just walk for me. I use the parts which aren't paralysed to make the machine work, but incredible bit of kit and very clever, and it gives me opportunities to do amazing events like the Simply Health Great South Run next month, and I feel honoured to be able to go and do that and raise money for the Nichols Spinal Injury Foundation. Also, I'm very proud of my daughter who ran the Mini Great North Run yesterday and raised over £1,000, so I got to catch her up, and my dad's out there running this and he's never run in his life, so when he crosses the finish line it'll be a very proud moment for me.
Oh, a lot of emotion, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Thank you
no,
so much,
definitely.
Claire. Always great to catch up with you and see what's going on in your incredible, challenging life and what you put yourself through to raise awareness and funds for great causes.
No, thank you. I couldn't do it without everyone's help, so thank you.
No problem at all. And let's get back out on the course because, you know, there are so many emotional things going on here today, Steve. I think something else may have just occurred.